To this story now, on Wednesday, 6 alleged illegal mining kingpins appeared in court. They face several charges, including fraud, money laundering and contravening the Precious Metals Act. Today, the portfolio committees on Mineral Resources and Energy, Police and Home Affairs are in Mpumalanga for an oversight visit to assess illegal mining in that area. We've got our reporter Manqoba Mchunu, who's been following developments around the broader story of illegal mining in South Africa. Let's head over to him now, where he will be giving us an update on the latest developments.
Well, certainly, Maseko, I did not quite hear the question, but what I can tell you is that the Portfolio Committee on Mineral Resources is, of course, here on the ground to assess the situation as far as illegal mining is concerned. Of course, this is one of the areas that has been hard hit as far as illegal mining is concerned. We do know that in the previous years, we've heard of incidents that had occurred in these communities where there was even a shootout between some of the illegal miners as well as police. So what this is all about is just trying to find solutions as to how to deal with this particular issue of illegal mining in this community. But just to get a sense of some of the discussions that were taking place, of course, the Portfolio Committee did meet with members of the South African Police Services as well as members of the National Prosecuting Authority, just to try and find some solutions. But I've got the Provincial Commissioner of Mpumalanga here, Provincial Commissioner Manamela. Thank you very much for your time. Let's start here, Provincial Commissioner. Of course, the issue of illegal mining is quite a huge issue in South Africa. How bad is the situation here in Mpumalanga?
Thank you very much. The situation in Mpumalanga is not that bad. I think recently, after the establishment of the teams, we had an integrated approach with the mining employees and the mining managers. We have all the other departments like the NTA, like the security forces that are here. So in that regard, we are making sure that our deployments are intensive at all the times. I must say that recently, with our destructive operations, we were able to arrest less than 3 of them, of which the items that we confiscated in that regard, they were plus minus within 200,000 rands. But the illegal mining is very rife, I must say, but we are dealing with it in terms of while we are having those resources that are intending to manage the illegal miners, we are talking about the Home Affairs is part of the other structures that we are having. So our integrated approach in terms of other departments that we are together with is making us to be able to ensure that our hotspots are being monitored. From our side, the visibility, we have also increased in the hotspots that are there. But in as far as other departments are concerned, the resources that they are also implementing there, that they are assisting us as the police, that is the one that is going to be making us to ensure that there's a progress, the arrests are being effected. We are here in Barberton, but tomorrow we will be in Witbank addressing the very same issue. So with the visit today of the Portfolio Committee, it was the right time, the right move for us to also measure our performance and assess in as far as our arrests are being effected. And as you can see in our statistics, that from April to September, we were able to arrest plus minus 288 of those that are foreign nationals. I think in this regard, we need to separate the two between the illegal miners and the foreign nationals, because they are the most that are there, that are present in those mines that are there. So it has to be differentiated that when we're saying we are going there in our disruptive operations, most that we are getting there, they are foreign nationals, but you can categorically say that this is the arrest for illegal miners. You must have that exhibit on hand. But so far, with the mine managers, all other structures, I think the cooperation, the integrated approach is doing pretty well.
Okay, let's talk about some of the issues that were raised by community members as far as police are concerned. They're saying that police are not responding on time when it comes to these issues. But on the side of police, what are some of the challenges that you're facing when it comes to fighting illegal mining? I know you spoke inside about one of them being corruption.
Yeah, I think most of the challenges that we are facing is the arrest themselves. To say the illegal mining, in terms of the law, when you arrest someone who we are saying is an illegal miner, that crime must be in progress. That crime must have been occurring at the time of the arrest. So other than that, that is one of the challenges that we are saying with the inclusion of the mine managers that are having the resources is one solution that we are now on the edge of getting it. That will make us at the end of the day, you can say we'll be arresting them in numbers. So we are more in arresting the foreign nationals inside or within the mine that attempts to be having the illegal miners.
I want to talk on this fact of corruption because we did mention that within the police there are also rotten apples within the police.
Corruption is very broad, and it's one subject that you cannot justify up until such time you have investigated and proven the corruption activity. So while we are having information, you'll be hearing that allegation of the corrupt police, but up until such time the evidence is before court, there's exhibit that is put on hand, it's very difficult to can say the police are corrupt, and that unless if you know that they did A, B, C and D.
Okay, in terms of some of the interventions that you have on the ground, what's happening now? What are your plans?
Now we have the members that are deployed, both from the security structures, both from the mining structures, both from the NPA, the Home Affairs. That combination of the structures, the operations are intending to be starting. Even tonight, there's an operation that is going to be conducted from the Department of Safety. So the intention there is to disrupt any activities that, even if the arrests are not being effected in numbers, but the operations of illegal miners will not be effective as much as they will be intending to can be done.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. That was the Provincial Commissioner, Daphne Manamela, just giving us a sense of what they are doing as far as police are concerned in fighting illegal mining here. Of course, there are quite a number of challenges. There are issues of corruption within the police that they say are also affecting some of their delivery and service when it comes to fighting illegal mining. But one of the concerns that was raised by community members is the issue of police that are not reactive, police that are not responding on time when they are called. It was raised by one of the community policing forum members who was attending this particular meeting, saying that the police are nowhere to be seen whenever they find these criminals, whenever they find people that are behind this, saying that really police will need to pull up their socks as far as this is concerned. But also the issue of lenient sentences on the part of the National Prosecuting Authority, that was also raised here during this engagement that was held here. Of course, we're still going to speak to the Portfolio Committee. We understand at this particular point they are going on a sightseeing visit just to see some of the illegal mining activities, and they have been we are told they have been transported in a chopper so that they can get a view of what is happening, and we are hoping to catch up with them a bit later on.
Mm-hmm. Very, very important issues that were raised there by the Provincial Commissioner, Manqoba Mchunu. And I suppose another component, as she addresses issues around foreign nationals or illegal foreign nationals, is the engagement with the countries that they come from, so that we can find sustainable solutions around documentation, sending them back home, following the justice system due diligently. But we'll catch up with you a little bit later on as you engage those committee members.